So far no one has seen it. When you spot it, say, got it. Don't cheat, don't spoil the fun. Congratulations to the moon.
Should have seen it coming.
Hi everyone, welcome to Planet Juju. I'm going to show you a couple of financial scams that use stolen photos or video clips of celebrities. This one's quite clickbaity. It says, "This broadcast has been removed at the request of the Bank of England." And at the bottom, "Richard Hammond is to be prosecuted for revealing the truth." And then underneath, "Richard Hammond told Philip Schofield how he became financially independent." It's a sponsored ad by Grey Cas News GB. The programme hasn't been removed, it's still on YouTube, and here's the exact moment that scam still's taken from. It's from This Morning, a UK TV programme from the 27th of September 2022, with Richard Hammond talking to Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby about spiders, amongst other things, but definitely not revealing anything that's going to get him put away. And who is this advertiser, Grey Cas News GB? A quick Google search didn't reveal them, but if I look at the advertiser, they're located in Ukraine. And this bit in Cyrillic translates to LLC Furniture to Carbo. What does furniture have to do with news? When I googled the furniture company, my safe web browser showed their website as safe. But when I went to look at the website, up came this warning, so I didn't go any further. And when I went back one, this also came up, which is odd, as it should have stopped there without continuing to the risky one. Anyway, I reported that winner bonus domain to the UK cybersecurity team and reported the possible security issue to my safe web browser company. As an aside, I'm always careful to ensure my VPN is on when I do this, so that my real IP address is hidden from any bad actors. Next we have Daniel Radcliffe.
Pleasantly surprised by the results.
I only managed to grab a recording of the very end of him talking, but I recognised the background behind him as being from the American chat show with Jimmy Fallon, and I found the clip they used here. They've muted what he was really saying and added a deep fake voice that's made by AI, and you can tell this as his mouth movements and expressions don't match what the fake voice is saying.
Pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised.
AI deep fake voice and video is being used a lot in scams now, and it's only going to get better as time goes on. So this is an area to definitely develop your critical thinking skills, your scam and sense. It's about what they're saying and what they're advertising. It's another sponsored ad by acebreach.com. Acebreach was a brand new website registered in January, so that should really raise red flags. Daniel Radcliffe doesn't help anyone to magic up Bitcoin. This spammy looking post about voting for a dog in America's favourite pet competition popped up several times on the Nextdoor platform. I reported it anyway because Nextdoor's for local stuff and I'm in the UK, but I had a look at what America's favourite pet's all about, and it's marketed as being a fundraising competition for PAWS, which stands for Progressive Animal Welfare Society. That's an animal charity based in Seattle. The competition's run by a professional fundraising organisation called Colossal, and PAWS says Colossal raised over $3.2 million to support them in 2023. Whilst a daily free vote is granted, they expect people entering their pet into the competition to ask their friends and family to put extra votes in, and those donations first go to another organisation, DT Care, a middleman charity, which will then grant the donations, minus fees, to PAWS at the end of the competition. PAWS doesn't say exactly how much those fees are. Perhaps they're too embarrassed to, because the rules of the competition show them as competition fees 36.5% and variable costs, including payment processing fees, operating and prize costs, etc., not to exceed 13.5%, which shall include a nominal percentage 1% retained by DT Care. I'm not sure if that's 1% on top of the 13.5% or included in it. That may suggest up to 51% in total. So if Colossal raised over $3.2 million At least $1.5 million went into their own pockets from people who thought they were donating to a good cause. What do you think of that? It may be allowed legally, and I'm sure Paws is grateful for anything they get, but to me it sounds like a colossal injustice. More impersonation scam emails, another one from Fake Water Freedom. I've actually contacted the owner of the real company this time to let him know, and he's worried it might affect his business, so I've given him some pointers on who to talk to. This one's from someone pretending to be Virgin Media. It didn't go to spam, so I reported it to Virgin Media, and they show common scams on their website on a daily basis. Next, we have a Facebook scammer calling himself Tracy. He's currently quite prolific in community groups, flying in under the radar by using a cloned account of a Canadian lady. First, he starts by posting these innocuous-looking but clickbaity posts. So far, no one has seen it. When you spot it, say, "Got it. Don't cheat. Don't spoil the fun. Congratulations to the moon." So unsuspecting group members comment, "Got it," and then later he edits the post, changing the picture to this, and the wording to talk about some sort of cashback scheme which adds money to your card with a link to a dodgy site. That is a blatant phishing scam. Of course, all the people who said "got it" on the original post now look as if they've signed up and got the money. So, yet again, they're using regular people to help promote their scams. Fake Tracy tries to make his posts more visible by liking them, but I caught him in the act and Facebook kindly revealed his misgendered profile. He's also been using the found dog scam in a similar way, and if you don't already know about these, I did a separate video on that here. I'll put a link in the description. The phone's been fairly quiet. That's mostly thanks to spam filters. I had 4 calls from a number which has been reported as either spam or a scam, and these were sent directly to spam by my phone. So my phone didn't even ring, but voicemail messages were left saying they were British Gas. Here's the recording.
Hello, this is a recorded message from British Gas. We have attempted to call you on a non-urgent matter, but unfortunately all of our agents were on other calls when you answered. We will attempt to contact you again in the future, unless you would prefer not to receive any further marketing calls from British Gas. In which case, please dial 0333 202 9680. Thank you. Goodbye.
Looking at the British Gas website, they don't make their contact numbers transparent, and the number they mentioned has also been reported several times. I decided not to ring back. I also had a missed call on my landline, and the number has already been reported as some sort of home improvement scam. I hope you found that interesting. Keep safe from scams. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon with another episode of Scam Watch 2024.
Should have seen it coming.